Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's another Thursday Town Hall with Komodo platform. We're here with Otto. We've got Articush. We've got Jay Charming. Delton's floating around somewhere. And I'm Giuliano. It's September 23rd, 2021. Again, Thursday Town Hall. And we welcome you to be here for this focused announcement of the BlockREN 2021. This is a very exciting time for the marketing team of Komodo platform. Putting all of this together, this is no small task at all. And once it gets discussed a bit more, we'll hear more about it in today's town hall. And then we'll hear some weekly news from Articush, in which we'll hear a bit about that blockchain renaissance 2021 by Komodo. We'll hear a bit more about what's been going on in and around Komodo platform and related news. And then we will have a further discussion about this BlockREN with Otto, Jay Charming, Articush. We'll talk about parts of the event as well. And so we'll get a full picture or as full as we can get on today, September 23rd, before next week's monthly update, in which we'll be getting more of a recap. So without further from me, Giuliano, we're going to move over to Articush, who will take us through the weekly news for Thursday, September 23.
Hi everybody, this is Articush and Weekly News. The first thing I want to mention is Blockchain Renaissance 2021 by Komodo, November 8th and 9th, Miami, The Hague, and online. The next adventure begins. We just took our next step as a community from a little dragon to a full-grown behemoth. We're pleased to announce to everyone that Komodo will be hosting BlockREN 2021, a Liberty-themed global conference focusing on the ideals of the flourishing renaissance of money that blockchain projects are coming to present. We're bringing speakers, sponsors, workshops, and more. The event starts before the Miami Crypto Experience to make a full week of blockchain happening in Miami on November 8th to 13th. BlockREN 2021 is both a virtual and on-the-ground physical conference happening in Miami and The Hague. We're going to have workshops and learning, passionate speakers, arts and culture, networking and relationships, comedy, and music. You can buy the early bird tickets on sale now at blockren.com. The second thing, we have an article. Komodo CTO Kadan Stadelmann is featured in Cointelegraph. An article by Shiraz Jagati about DeFi's potential means more institutional demand for next-generation tokens. And we have a quote by Komodo CTO Kadan CA333 Stadelmann on Undiscovered Project pique institutional interests. And the quote says, "The risk is that this will lead to faster market cycles for specific cryptocurrencies that are outliers from overall market movements. We see extreme FOMO and the price increases followed by a large sell-off and price decline. With Sol in particular, prices are down 20% this week. That doesn't mean it won't quickly return back to its all-time high. It's just that people who are new to crypto should be aware that volatility is par for the course." We have another article, news coverage around the Townhall IDO and Atomic DEX. Article by Daniela Kirova about the Komodo Complete's first peer-to-peer AMM-free fundraise in the industry. And we have another quote by Komodo CTO Kadan CA333 Stadelmann, who commented, "Komodo's mission is to connect all the blockchain together. In doing this, we want to provide a secure platform that enables safe and instant swapping. We're excited to have Townhall become the newest coin listed on Atomic DEX and the first to use Atomic DEX to launch an IDO. This marks an important milestone for the expansion of our technology, as we now offer the seamless plug-and-play option for fair launch coins. I'm confident that many other projects will follow in Townhall's footsteps." And that is pretty much for today's weekly news. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Artikush, for this week's weekly news, running through those stories relating to Atomic DEX and Tokel and the milestone of the IDO. Also, some more featuring of CA333 in Cointelegraph, which is good. This, we often wonder if people are even aware of Komodo, and Cointelegraph sure knows about CA333 and Komodo platform, as well as the expertise there. And so the other thing now is the blockchain renaissance. That's really the breaking news of the week. And for more on that, we're going to turn to some discussion with Otto and Jay Charming. We'll also hear from Artikush as well. So Otto, Jay Charming, let's start with you, Otto. What is going on? How are you doing? How long has this been in development? And you give us some more details.
We have been working for this for a number of months. Actually, I kind of lost count, but yeah, it's been on the table for a long time. And originally it was supposed to happen in August, but it then was pushed because there were some concerns about the corona, and it evolved over the year, and it became what is today, which is the global distributed event. So at first we were just going to make something in Miami, but then we decided to make it more distributed. So even if there are restrictions, then there's another event in Hague, Netherlands, and if you can't make it to Miami, then you can make it there. And on top of that, we want to make a bunch of like a local meetups that from the community can also to help organize. So if there's any interest out there to join this global event, work with us and make a meetup. Could be just a bar meetup, or use some other space available. Then just talk with us, and we will see what we can do. And of course, there's also a live stream. So we are trying to make this into a global event. And the big theme of the event will be freedom, liberty, privacy, and going back to the original values of Bitcoin and crypto. And these are kind of, we just wanted to do this as the veterans on the space, and all communities also, like a lot of like old school people, and we want to go out there and promote the values we have, and talk about the true decentralization and the importance of privacy. Of course, maybe last year I was just highlight that, of course, atomic DEX and the atomic swap technology that we have developed will play a strong role in the event, and we wanna highlight that and talk about it, and try to make it to everyone on the industry aware of the technology. And we invite our whole ecosystem to take part in the event. So just reach out to us, and anyone who's interested to launching like a branded DEX or a white label DEX, then also be sure to reach out to us.
Wow, that sounds very powerful. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone else?
This is a great event. Well, good. So let's. What else is happening here, Jay Charming? What is happening from your perspective here?
For the BlockREN conference, it's just right now it's just kind of like getting some of the last pieces tied up and put into place. Like Otto was saying, one of the things, the global distributed event became one of the things that we came up as when we identified the risk that there could be shutdowns. So I guess I should start. I guess should start just a little bit more at the beginning of it. Is that over the course of this year, one of the things that we've heard, seen, and read in the Komodo community pretty often, just having communications back and forth and being here in the Discord channels, is that we need to think bigger, we need to think stronger, we have to start playing in the same realm that everybody else is marketing in. And like, we're making videos, we're making content, we're reaching out to people, we're harboring deals, we're doing good things with business development. So when we started looking at that for marketing, we started talking about different options for improving Komodo's reach, including improving Komodo's awareness. And one of the ways that we best identified that we could do that was starting to get involved with these kind of like global events and conferences and things like that. So we thought, the people that make the conferences are the ones that are really getting the benefits here. And that's how we make some kind of sustainable, like plausible reach situation. So we set out to make a conference and put it at a time that we could couple up with. Yeah, that makes sense, basically, yeah. And that was really the evolution of BlockREN. And then eventually we had to start highlighting the risks of what happens if there's COVID or if there's shutdowns or if there's stuff like that, what happens for like the global audience. And then it started to turn into distributed events. So even if Miami gets shut down for some strange, like off the wall reason, like we still get to run the other distributed events and we still get to like pull in our speakers and do things virtually. We get to do things in The Hague. We get to do things at the local meetups. And it's great.
I think that's
that's ideal. Good. Articush, yes, please.
Evolutionary points that we're bringing here. I think it's very interesting that we're setting up this virtual conference, which is, I think we were, again, as one of the pioneers of peer-to-peer transactions, we're bringing something new to showcase that it's possible to do an event globally online, not only on the ground, but also just including everyone, as the metaverse idea says, we're connected with everything at the same time. So I think that the virtual concept is something new that we bring, but also vital at this point, since, as you both mentioned, the risk that might appear is unknown, but it's there. So we have to be prepared. And this idea of having a virtual conference online and also distributed through the whole world, it's just a great way to show that nonetheless we can do something with it. Well,
thank you. And Articush, you're dealing more specifically with the Hague event. Is that true? And what do you want to say? What do you want to tell us more about that aspect of things?
Well, we found out that if not everybody can actually travel such a big distance, especially including the risk that we might just approach, is to have an opportunity for people in Europe to come and enjoy all the benefits that people in Miami had. Also, seeing all the speakers through live stream, but also having, aside from the Europe, presented in The Hague. And we're working together with Minigunner, also our own Komodo pioneers, Bart from Marsvein, which is helping us to get all the speakers and also the entertainment aspect of it, but also just gathering together in one place and sharing the metaverse ideas, the evolutionary ideas, and the future, what is coming in the future, So at this point, we're still finalizing the speakers, but I see already that it will be a great event for people in Europe who would like to attend. So if you want to join us in The Hague at 8th and 9th of November, please do. If you'd like to make your own little meetup and be a part of the distributed conference of BlockREN, please drop me a line and we can figure out how we can help you with setting it up. And I think it's a great opportunity for crypto enthusiasts to just be part of Komodo technology and Komodo project.
Well said. Thank you, Articush. Looking forward to the whole event. It's like you said, distributed, and looking forward to see what happens about that. I know I've heard rumblings or seen in the Discord people typing about potentials that, where they could host an event or something like that. So that's good. That's very good. And I am very excited for everyone involved. And I know it's been a lot of coordination and work on your part there, Otto, Articush, Jay Charming. And so good for you. And yeah, Otto, is there anything else that you wanted to necessarily highlight at this time?
No, I think that's pretty much it. I think we just look forward to sharing a lot more information in the coming days and weeks as we approach this conference date. and like who are the speakers. Like 6 of them are now listed on the website, but yeah, we look dropping more and more names, and as well as then the sponsors and projects who are attending. And maybe lastly, I would say that this will be also very workshop focused event, and so there's a lot of things to do, and to kind of on top of that, we are also planning on what the live stream is, that we want it to be more than just a YouTube stream of the speakers. So there's certain things like we are still figuring out exactly what we can do. So I'm not gonna say anything else about that, but yeah, we are working on it. We are trying to make this into a great event, and of course also a repeatable event. That this would be the very first of many to come. And it's been a journey, let's say, a lot of learning on what goes into it, and definitely there's a lot of work. But if we make this again next year, it's going to be a lot easier, as I said.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, we hope, and that I guess is part of the plan too, would be that this is setting up for future events, like you said, to take some space in that way for Komodo, and maybe even like start. Yeah, there's so much that Komodo can offer educationally and interactively and other things like that. So it's pretty cool. We're all looking forward to it, and that was a nice teaser that you gave us. So unless there's anything else that needs to be covered around this subject, there's also the Atomic DEX test campaign.
Yes, I wanted to present this one as like another as a little teaser for next week, as we are preparing to start marketing Atomic DEX, and over the past month or 2 months in planning on what the campaign will be about, and we have now a good blueprint for it. And what we're looking to do is starting on right after the monthly update, we would be starting like a soft test within our community of the campaign, and that allows someone to earn like maybe a few bounties, nothing too big, but mainly just to give us feedback on how you think the campaign works and you like about it, and then based on that feedback and based on like how we see, like if you notice any problems, then we can still adjust and improve on the campaign before we launch the real deal at the end of next month.
Nice. So a little bit of market research. That's good.
Yeah. So I wanted to show a little teaser. So this test campaign will be themed philosophers versus explorers. So these are pictures made by Raymond, or concept artist. So basically there's like 2 teams in a friendly competition. You can be a philosopher or you can be an explorer, and then you complete tasks, and then yeah, there's some bounty pool available, etc. But yeah, we will tell more info next week on how the campaign works. But hopefully it's all fun, and yeah, I just want to remind that we really at this point are looking mainly for feedback and to test the campaign, and it's only gonna last for 1 week.
All right, good to know. Thank you. So keep an eye out for that. And as you mentioned, next week is the time for the monthly update. That would be the 30th of September. So unless there's anything else that needs to be covered at this time, we are coming to the close of this week's Thursday Town Hall for September 23 of 2021. There are some shout outs to be made, and Artakush will be the first to step up and make those shout outs. So Artakush, what should we hear now from you?
I think the biggest shout out that I want to make is, if you want to be involved with the Komodo project, join our community hangouts on Mondays, 2 p.m. UTC. Sorry. We have an open marketing sync following the community hangout, where we can discuss all the new things that is happening. And if you have any ideas or feedback, or you just purely want to be a part of Komodo team, or want to help us somehow, or you have questions, most definitely should join that one. And also we have another community hangout just a half an hour before the Thursday Town Hall, which is at 3:30 UTC, same as today, in which we just cover all the all the actualities that happened through the week and listening to community, their feedback, and if anyone wants to be involved in the global distributed event that we're going to make on November 8th and 9th, the Miami conference, the Hague, and we have several other locations as the virtual event too. Please join the community hangouts and give me a shout out, write me a message, drop a message in Townhall chat, drop a message in Talk General, ping us, and we'll most definitely help you to make that.
All right. Thank you, Artakush. And also shout outs to everyone here in the audience today in the Discord listening. And if you're watching live, thank you for just your interest and keeping up with this type of news around Komodo platform and participating in the community in that way. And of course, also shout outs to all the people, using the Discord servers for communications and interactions and moving the ideas around Komodo platform. So it's always nice to see and appreciate you all. For now, we're going to end this stream here. I'm Giuliano for Otto and Artakush and Jay Charming. We're going to cut it at this time. Goodbye until next week's monthly update.